Hey, Brian here with DIY Outdoor Life. Today I found a new friend that is sporting the 12SK. They're not super excited about being on camera, so I'm gonna give a go at giving a tour of their camper. I'm sure I'll miss a few things, but I'll do my best. So first, I'm really excited about this box. I've really liked these NOCO electrical boxes. They are a little pricey, but it is a perfect fit for their setup. There's some knockouts here. They have a nice cutoff switch for the battery system. I see they have a 200 amp hour AGM, and they're going with the BougeRV MPPT. So if you follow the wires up from the MPPT, I see a branch connector. They're using some Eternabond. This goes up to the CIGS panel, and also that's a BougeRV product. So they're getting some good solar off of that to charge this battery up. We're off to a pretty good start. Now, the 12SK is 2 feet longer, so I'm gonna show you the interior. There's some extra storage in there. It has the same window air conditioner setup as all of the Bushwhackers. I like to see that the water's coming out. That lets me know that it's not running in. And this tells me that they took the time to make sure that the camper was tilted towards the water outlet on this AC. Something new for me is seeing a city water connect. This comes standard on the 12SK. So when you do have a campground set with pressurized water, you can get that pressure to the tap without filling the reservoir up and relying on a water pump. Pretty cool feature. I see they have a filter here on this. Outside shower. This hot water heater has 2 options, an off-grid option to run on propane, but it also has an electric option, and that's not 220, it's 110 electric that heats that. Very cool. I see it vents here. It has the same it's a Suburban furnace, the same furnace as the new 10-foot Bushwhackers. That's more than adequate to keep you nice and toasty in here. So swinging around the back. So the first thing I want to do on this Bushwhacker is to see where the galley opens up, and the 12-footers have eliminated the galley. The joke is that they couldn't figure out how to get it to stop leaking, so they did away with it altogether. But what they did include that I'm really excited about is a really nice pull-out kitchen. The 12SK comes with this really nice slide-out kitchen. So an outdoor kitchen is what most of our tiny camper folks like to use. I really like how they went with this. It's very strong. It has a nice supported leg. They got a flat top here that's made by Suburban that's like a Blackstone. And you have a kitchen sink here that has hot water if your hot water heater is on. So I've seen some of the mods already that people are doing with this. It's really exciting. It's also cool to see on this setup, not a 270, but like a 180 awning, and real high quality. Now I'm gonna look for the brand on this. This is Overland Vehicle System. I'll look for a link on this, but this is just as nice and sturdy as any of the ones I'm seeing from Ironman, or almost like a 23-0. Now, one thing I need to mention is it appears just like with the other Bushwhacker, there's no black water tank. There's no gray water tank. So we have a bucket here that this drains into. That's important if you are on national park land. You can't let your water drain onto the ground. So moving along over here, my friend here has an ice maker. This did not come with the trailer, but this is pretty cool when you have shore power hookups. No driving to town. If you're having drinks, there's ice on hand, and it's one less trip that you have to make into town. There is AC power on the outside of the 12SK. Your pressurized water that hooks up to the sink, and a low flow propane port that'll run your cooktop. I'm also seeing some folks putting splitters on there and actually using that low flow for multiple devices outside. So coming from a 10-foot Bushwhacker, it does look pretty luxurious. Now I have to admit, I'm one of the people that thought the 10-foot was big enough. I like to put it in my garage. I like to maneuver in some off-grid situations, off-road situations, but there is a lot more storage. It seems like they utilize the additional 2 feet to give you some really good places to store your clothes, store your box. There's 2 large base cabinets. My friend here is hooked up to electric, so the AC is running. Pretty nice job. So one of the mods here that I'm seeing that I really like is that if you go with a really deep mattress, just like with the 10-footer, you're gonna run into some of your vents and your ability to access your cabinets. So we stayed with the same size mattress, but underneath it looks like this one's made by Summit, but it's basically like the Backpacker's thermal rest. So it does fill up with air. It gives some really nice cushion. And this here is a dog blanket. And we don't have a dog here. This dog blanket is here just for the things that we go through when we camp in small trailers. You're tracking in dirt to be able to knock it off. I really like this setup, even though I'm reviewing it for somebody else. So one of the things I'm seeing on these 12 SKs is that the refrigerator is on the side. This is not the Coleman Peltier cooler that used to come, those battery murdering machines that they were. This is a dorm style fridge that runs on 12 volts. I don't know the actual cubic feet of it. It's very, very small, but it's really convenient to have them including a 12 volt refrigerator. The only add-on that I'm seeing that took some time on this one is this awning up top. Basically everything else we've seen is stock on this trailer. My friend picked up this camper down by Virginia Beach. They've been storing it up and down the East Coast, but it's really cool to see them down here in North Carolina on this camping trip. Thank you for letting me review your trailer, and I will see you guys next time.